Hi everybody, it's Rebecca here with Boss Lady Resale, and I am so excited today because over the weekend I hit the $10,000 mark on Poshmark, meaning I have made $10,000 on Poshmark since I started selling on there about a year and a half ago. Now, I know you're like, well, that's a really long time and it's a year and a half, whatever. But most of it has been in less than a year. I really started selling more on Poshmark and online when I knew I was gonna have a lot of medical expenses. And so I really didn't start amplifying it and listing things and getting serious about it until probably October of last year. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So 9 months. So what could you do with $10,000 in 9 months? A lot, right? Pay off loans, pay off debt, get a new car, pay off your car. There are so many things you can do with this extra money. And really, Poshmark is not incredibly time consuming. And it's an easy way to get into a side hustle without a lot of capital, without spending a lot of money or time on it. And it's kind of fun, especially if you enjoy the social aspect of, you know, social media and meeting people and all that kind of stuff. Hang on, let me see. I just asked my friend who just started selling on Poshmark, and she said she made her first post on April 3rd of this year, and her first sale was on April 27th. So within 3 weeks, she started to have sales, and now Allison has, I think, over probably 102 listings. So from April 6th to now, she has 100 listings, and she sells a couple of things a week, and it's all extra money that they use for, you know, bills or fun stuff that they want to do with the kids, or buying new stuff for herself. Well, that's another thing you can do with using Poshmark is have a rotating closet. You buy something, you wear it, you don't like it anymore, you just sell it, you buy something else. And that's pretty much how I have done things for a really long time, because I always had my weight fluctuate, and so it was important for me to, you know, I always liked different stuff and the nice stuff, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it because it simply wouldn't last me if I gained 5 pounds. Since I'm petite, my weight really does affect my clothing a lot. So that is the basics, and I just wanted to tell you that it is possible. Now, there are obviously some things you can do to just get started. First of all, you have to download the app. So one of the most basic parts of this entire thing is downloading the Poshmark app. And you cannot list on Poshmark from the internet. So you can't be like on eBay, you can't be on your computer and list stuff. So you want to make sure that you have it on your phone. And then I also have, if you have further questions after this video, there's another video on my page that are my top 10 tips for Poshmark right now. So you can always watch that after you get done watching this one. But I wrote down in my little handy mermaid journal here some of my tips for getting started. So if you're very brand new and you're literally just downloading the app and you're looking to make extra money on Poshmark, these are the things that I think are important to know. So first, you want to be consistent. Whether it's 2 things a day or 5 things a week, whatever it is, you know, make sure that you're listing consistently, because that will show you have a fresh closet, and your stuff will be able to show up more, and people will see it more since you're constantly adding new things. Like anything, if people are looking for a skirt and a specific skirt, but they come to your closet and see, oh, this other skirt is here, that's a great upsell, because they might buy both skirts or just one skirt. So making sure that you keep adding to that will increase your ability to sell for sure. Making good decisions as far as what you're gonna list on there. So Poshmark has a pretty particular style, I would say, and spend some time in there looking at the sold listings. So I'm gonna show you on my phone. I don't know if you'll be able to, this is the first time I've ever done this where I show you on my phone, but you're just gonna open the app like that, and you're going to shop. So we're gonna hit the shop button down here. And then let's just search for one of these brands. So not your daughter's jeans. We're just gonna search, pick that. And then right up here, there's a little filter button, and you're gonna tap it. And all the way down here at the bottom, it's gonna say available. So you tap that, and then you wanna click on sold items right here. So what you will see is all of these items now that are showing up have a little red flag on them, and they say sold. You can sort by highest price, lowest price, and it will give you an idea of what items are selling, and if they're selling, if there's a lot of them being sold, if they're being sold for a lot of money, a little money, you know, that kind of stuff. So it really allows you to get some research done. So think about the things that you have in your own closet, in your kids' closets, in your husband's closets, and start looking around in here and saying, oh, I have that brand. I have, you know I have those shoes, or this, that, or the other. And that way you can kind of get an idea if Poshmark is gonna be right for you. So once you kind of get that done and you do, you know, some due diligence first, I want you to go, this is my challenge to you, is to go into your closet or whatever and pull 10 things. Just 10 different things. Pick 10 things that you haven't worn in a year or 6 months. Pick 10 things that don't fit you anymore. Pick 10 things that you just don't like or you bought that are, how about the things that have tags on them? You guys, we all have those. They're sitting, probably have 20 things in my closet right now that just have tags, and I've been waiting for when I'm gonna wear it, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So find those items, because those items always sell for a higher price, and pull 10 of them. Just pull 10. And then start looking at those items online. So you're gonna take the items, whether it's, let's do an example. Let's say you have a Coach Legacy purse from 10 years ago, and you don't really know what it's worth. You know what you paid for it, but you're gonna search Poshmark to see that specific style of Coach bag, you know, see if you can find the name of it, what color it is, the details, and then just see what's selling. See if any of those bags have sold recently and what they've sold for. Unfortunately, I can tell you, and probably very confidently tell you, that you will be disappointed at the value of what your items are worth. It's so easy to become emotionally attached to clothes that when you are thinking about selling them and someone says, oh, I'll give you, like, you know, they're selling for $20 and you paid $200 for it, you know, you have to remember that there's a market value for items, and it's not what you paid for it originally. So just be aware that that's gonna happen, and don't let that deter you, because once you start cleaning out your stuff, you know, if you sell something for $30, it's $30 you didn't have while it sat in your closet, and it's $30 you didn't get while it's going to the Goodwill. So, you know, take that $30 and do something fun with it, whatever, you know, whatever you want to do. So once you've done your research on your 10 items, I want you to find a place in your house. So my house, I'll show you. Let me see if I can just turn this. I have this great window right here. And that is where I do my photos. So all of my photos are done right in this area in my kitchen. And if you don't have a mannequin, that's totally fine. Just lay them on the floor in a nice position so you can see the style of the item. And once you have them laying on the floor, take some pictures. Try to eliminate shadows if they look like stains. And, you know, play around with it. You can also do the research on that on Poshmark to see what people are doing when they're just laying their items on the floor. Imagine if you were the buyer. So now you're the buyer, and you're looking through Poshmark. Imagine what you would want to see in a picture when you buy it as a consumer. What do you want to see, and what do you want to know? Right? You want to see a clear and concise picture of the item. You want to see any defects or flaws it might have, so stains or pulls or pilling or any of that. You know, I'd want to know the measurements, so make sure you're measuring the arms, the legs, the inseams, the armpits, any of that. I always try to take a picture if there is a materials tag. You never know what people are allergic to or looking for, whatever. So if there is a materials tag that says 100% cotton or cashmere or wool, whatever, take a photo of that. The size tag and the brand, and then any other unique features about that item would be a really great way to kind of showcase the item. Now, you can just take pictures of them in dark light, throw them up there, and hope someone will buy them. But if you truly want to make a decent return on this, then you're going to want to have a good listing. And so making sure that you have things like the name brand, the size, the measurements, very clear description of any defects or problems, if it has tags, if it's never been worn, anything you can provide to the buyer is always preferable than just, you know, posting it saying small t-shirt and calling it a day. And so with Poshmark, you can take the pictures on your phone, you can list it from your phone, and listings are very quick on Poshmark. So when you're done with all that, you just hit list and it pops up on your page. Now, let me get my trusty list out here. Once you list it, the journey is not over when it comes to Poshmark. Poshmark requires a little bit more work on the continuation side that eBay does not. So if you're going to list on eBay, you know, you list it, and then as people search for it, you don't really have to do too much for it. But when you list it on Poshmark, in order to keep seeing it, you need to start following people, have people follow you, share their stuff, share your stuff, and it's like a give and take in order to get your item sold and to be seen. So in order to really start getting sales, you know, the more that you can connect with people, and you don't have to be everyone's best friend, and you don't have to comment on everyone's thing, just reciprocate and share, and make sure you're sharing during parties. So Poshmark has daily parties. They're at noon Eastern Standard Time. They're at noon 3. Noon 3. Hold on, I'll give you the exact times here. And it also tells you on Poshmark. So it will say on here when the parties are. So today at 3 is Best in Bags. At 7 tonight is Everything Plus Size. And Summer Style is tonight. So each party has a theme. And during those themes, you share the items that are relevant to those themes into the party. And when you share, it'll ask you if you want to share it to your regular feed or into the party. Now you want to share your items that are relevant to the party into the party. The items that are not relative to the party, I still share, but just to my feed, to the people who follow me. So that way people are seeing the items that I have that are related to the party, and they get an opportunity to see the rest of the stuff in my closet. If you want to really optimize the speed of sharing, you want to open a browser on your smartphone. So you're going to open Poshmark through Safari. Okay, so you're gonna open it, not in the app, but on Safari. You're gonna log in and then go to your closet. You're gonna go to your closet. So you're up in the corner, your face will be there. You're gonna click View My Closet, and there's my closet. So this is mine. And all you have to do when you come here, there are little squares at the bottom. Let me see if I can do this. Nope, I'm sorry, I can't get it there. Let's see. It'll pop up and it says share this listing, and I'm gonna just share it right there. Or you can go onto your computer, like I have right here, and use your mouse. So same thing, it's a little square in the listing, and you just click share mouse on the share on the mouse. Also, communication. While you're sharing, your items, people will ask you questions. There is no way to possibly anticipate what everyone is going to want in every listing. So you will get people who ask questions. And a lot of them are, is this true to size? You know, would this fit me? It's a size 2. And honestly, I don't feel comfortable answering those questions because I don't really know what a size 2 is. In the sense that every brand and every woman who's a size 2 is inevitably a different size 2. So for me, being a size 2 or those jeans really does not, I can't equate that. So that's why I always refer back to the measurements. And if they have questions about the sizing or whether it would fit, that I do put those measurements in there. And timely, make sure you're answering in a timely manner. So I do have the notifications set up on my iPhone so I can see when people are asking me questions or giving me offers and all of those kind of things. And that way I can expedite the process, because most of the time when people are on here, you know, they're asking you a question, they're looking at a couple things, and then they go off the app. And not everybody has notifications set up. So you really want to be able to pop in and grab these people while they're on your closet, while they're interested in your item, and it definitely will increase your sales. Poshmark also has the ability for folks to send you offers and offers on bundles. And I'm going to do a different video on that feature, but you don't have to accept every offer. I try to offer back, you know, at something, no matter what the offer. Sometimes people offer you $10 on a $100 thing. It is what it is, right? I just offer $95 and we go from there, and then, you know, that's the way it happens. So don't be offended, just counter back, see what happens. You never know. You never know. I have had people come up on a $80 item from $20 to $70 and end up buying it. So you just never know what people are willing to do if they're just testing the waters. Some people might have sold it for $10. I don't know. You never know. It doesn't hurt to counter at all. But you also don't want to be greedy. So I've also had situations where I have an emotional attachment and I don't want to sell the item really. And someone makes me an offer. So I think about it and then I counter for some stupid, like $2, and I lose it. When I still would have made money on that sale. So don't allow your own perception and judgment, don't be greedy, of the item to get in your way. Now, obviously, if you have a set amount you want to make on an item, you don't always have to accommodate others. You don't always have to go down or take a lesser amount. But just have a thought when someone makes you an offer and you're like, ew, I'm not taking that. Stop and pause before you answer and just think, why am I saying this? Is it because the item is worth more than that and I don't feel comfortable selling it? Or am I just being emotional to this item and I don't want to sell it for that amount of time or that amount of money? I mean, we've all done it. I did it last week. I countered for $2 and I lost the sale, and now it's gonna sit here for probably 3 more months. Well, and I probably will auction it off on eBay. So stupid. Just stupid, right? Stupid. So sell your stuff. Now, my challenge, I have a challenge for you, like I said in the beginning, to get 10 items, do your research, take your pictures, list them on Poshmark, and then do 10 items each week for 4 weeks. Because that way you will get a consistent base of, so you'll have 40 items in your closet, you'll be able to share them to parties, try to get people interested in them, and hopefully be able to make a little bit of extra money just from being in your own house. Now, I started selling on Poshmark and a lot on eBay in the fall because I was having a lot of medical issues. I was very sick. I needed to pay medical bills and I couldn't work a full-time job. So for me, I have done Poshmark when I did work full-time on the side, and I have done it more as a full-time reseller. So it can be done either way. Like I said, I will show you exactly how much I have sold on here. Hang on one second. And how many items. All right, let's see my stats. You can go on my Posh stats. Just to prove to you that I have. I have sold 485 items on Poshmark, and my total earned is $10,000 and $10.53. I don't know if it's gonna focus on that. $10.53. So $10,053 on Poshmark of extra money to pay for medical bills, any other things that we have come up, and I will continue to do it moving forward because it is easy side hustle money. So easy. All of the shipping items are priority mail. I'll do another video on that. But this is just the basics to tell you and show you that you can make extra money doing something online that you already have stuff around your house selling for. So this video is specifically for Poshmark. If you are gonna start doing these things online, start with one app. Don't list your stuff on Poshmark and eBay and Tradesy and all these places, because it will be too much. It's too much. You have to get the hang of one before you move to the next. So get a hang of Poshmark, get your feet wet, make some dollar bills there, and then move on to the next, because each app and program is its own beast and its own entity, and they're not always as simple as just relisting into other places. So thanks for watching. I hope I can help you make $10,000 and more, much more, much more. Like, make it rain money from side hustling on Poshmark. I know you guys have stuff in your house to sell. I just know it because I know that's why you're watching this video. It's because you want extra money and you have stuff to sell. So thanks for watching. All of my links are below. If you want to shop my closet, if you want to look at my closet, look at my pictures. If you want to see my pictures for when I first started, scroll all the way down on my Poshmark page and you will see all of the old sold listings. You can see how much my photos have improved. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. It's all trial and error. What's the harm? You make a couple bucks, you ship some stuff to some people, and you call it a day. If you don't like it, delete the app. Don't sweat it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.